Hey there, and welcome to this video today, where we're going to dive in and we're going to talk about the different resorts in Jamaica when it comes to sandals. So we're going to have a look today at all the different sandals resorts across this beautiful island, see what is similar and see what's different between them, a little bit of comparison, resort versus resort. And if we haven't had the pleasure to meet before, I'm Madison, founder and CEO of Reliant Destinations and MyCaribbeanLuxury.com. Thank you for taking the time to stop by this channel today, Mr TraveLux. If you are thinking to book that perfect trip to tropical paradise, you're thinking about booking a sandals, well, we would love to encourage you to reach out. hello@reliantdestinations.com. By emailing hello@reliantdestinations.com, we can help you make sure that you have the very best service, the best value, and best of all, our service is completely free, complimentary to you. You get the highest level of concierge service through our program at no cost to you with lots of extra added value. Love to encourage you also to look in that description below where there's a lot of information you don't want to miss. And for those who are watching on a smart TV, there is also a QR code here, which you can scan that and you can easily view more information about the value of our service and other little tidbits of information you definitely don't want to miss about sandals. But for now, let's jump straight into this resort versus resort in Sandals in Jamaica. Let's go. So Jamaica is the heart and soul of Sandals Resorts International. Not only is the largest operation headquartered in Montego Bay, Jamaica, but this was the birthplace of sandals, and we have seen it grown here. And now on the island of Jamaica, we see more Sandals resorts than any other island. Of course, Sandals is expanding, and it's expanding quickly. We're seeing it on new islands, for example, like Curacao, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and soon others, but Jamaica will always remain at the very foremost of this brand. So today, we'll have a look at the different properties when it comes to Sandals resorts on this stunning island, and we'll see what makes each one unique and what's a little bit different. So if you know you definitely want to visit Jamaica when it comes to sandals, but not quite sure which resort, well, you're watching the right video. First, we'll start in the Montego Bay area of Jamaica. So this is, of course, right by the largest airport of Jamaica, which is the Sangster International Airport, also airport code MBJ. In terms of my company, Reliant Destinations, we also have our Caribbean headquarters there in Montego Bay, Jamaica, and we have a dedicated office with some amazing hardworking staff there who are working behind the scenes to bring you the best information and the best service at all times. In Montego Bay, we see two Sandals resorts, which are not far from each other. First, we see Sandals Montego Bay, and then we also see Sandals Royal Caribbean. Sandals Montego Bay is the closest to the airport, and it is true, you will look sometimes, and you'll see some people talking about the fact that you will hear airplane noise. For those who are not used to being so close to aircraft, it can be a bit daunting at first to hear an aircraft coming over your head so closely, but you quickly realize it's a very cool experience. Everyone in the resort, both the staff and the guests, will wave at the aircraft as they come through, and it's not something that happens every 30 seconds. You'll see different flight times scattered throughout the day. Sandals Montego Bay was the first proper resort for sandals. This resort was deeply close to the heart and soul of the founder and the recently passed chairman of Sandals, Gordon Bush Stewart. A few years ago, we did see a major renovation happen to this resort, and now it is definitely one of the most modern resorts in Jamaica. At the upper tier of the suites, we do see things like millionaire suites featured, and across all of the room categories, we do see a lot of modernity, and we see features, for example, like the famous couples tranquility soaking tubs. We see those in nearly every room there at this particular resort. This resort also features my personal favorite dining option, which is Butch's Chop House. Best of all, of course, if you are someone that doesn't want to travel too far from the airport, well, this is a good place. We're talking 5 to 10 minutes at the maximum to get there. Just a stone's throw down the road, you have the sister resort, which is Sandals Royal Caribbean. This resort is unique. It does feature some more classical and traditional luxuries to it, and also has a very innovative feature, which is its own private island. On this private island, we see a lot of really cool features. So we do see, first of all, some over-the-water bungalows, and we also see some over-the-water, oversized, amazing villas there as well, which feature its own private infinity pool and hammock hanging over the water as you look there into the sunset. There's also a hidden cove beach on the back of this private island for those that want to have some nude sunbathing, so there is a clothing optional hidden beach back there as well. This is the only property for Sandals at the moment that has this feature in case you're interested. As I create this video, this resort right now is getting ready to go through some amazing transitions. We've recently seen that last year some awesome improvements at little areas to it, and there are being some other areas which are being expanded off to the side that luckily are not hindering the guest experience at the moment. Best of all, between Sandals Montego Bay and Sandals Royal Caribbean, there is a shuttle that runs back and forth throughout the day, so you pay for one property, one experience, but you're getting double value. Yes, that means double restaurants, double water sports, and double, well, whatever you want. From there, we're going to head for about an hour and a half across the island to the area of Ocho Rios, Jamaica. The first property we'll come to is the newest of all of the Sandals resorts there in Jamaica, and that is the new Sandals Dunn's River Resort. This amazing new resort, it goes all out. We see things that we haven't really seen before. For example, there is a dedicated high-end rum bar there. We also see new coffee innovations such as Bloom, which has nitro cold brew. When it comes to rooms and suites, we have a lot of the sky pool, amazing view suites there, which do have their own little pool to it. And my favorite is the Coyaba Sky Villas, where you can even go on the top of your Rendezvous Villa and you can look up into the sky in the evening with a professional telescope for stargazing. Well, how cool is that? Everything here was hand selected. We see everything from handcrafted art to hand-picked chefs that are some of the best, featuring cuisine from all over the world. You can have a truly global gourmet dining experience here when it comes to Sandals Dunn's River Resort. Not too far from this resort, we also have the Sandals Ochi property. Now, Sandals Ochi is currently the largest Sandals resort. Here we see 16 different restaurants, and we also see it divided up into really two different areas in the resort because it's so large. This resort is also what I kind of refer to as the entry Sandals experience. So on the price tier for those who are looking for the cheapest sandals, at the moment, this is typically going to be it. So if someone just wants to experience sandals, doesn't really care where or how, but wants to do it the most cheap way, the most economically friendly way possible, well, Sandals Ochi will be where you want to go. We've seen some major improvement in this resort also in the last couple of years. We recently have the beach club that has been redone and is truly gorgeous and stunning. It has great entertainment in the evening and amazing beach parties. We also see some of the suites and rooms which have had some refurbishments to them. And I will say that the experience that you could expect here is more of a classical luxury to it. So you're not going to have a lot of modernity, but you are going to have a lot of options and a lot of good classical luxuries here at this property. By the way, this resort has a speakeasy to it. So if you don't know what a speakeasy is, give it a Google. It's quite a cool thing. But there is a hidden speakeasy at this property, which is only here at this particular resort and no other resort that I'm aware of personally. Next to this property, you have Sandals Royal Plantation. Sandals Royal Plantation is very unique because, yes, it is kind of a cliffside resort, but more importantly, it is an all-butler resort experience. Yes, that means that there are no entry-tier rooms or even the mid-level Club Sandals rooms. Every room and suite here is going to be specifically a butler elite experience. Now, this resort itself does not have so many restaurants, does not have so many amenities, but it is really focused on service. So what there is very high quality with very high levels of service. And what's great is for guests staying at Sandals Royal Plantation, they can also take a shuttle just to go right down the road to Sandals Ochi Resort and have that experience as well. Because Sandals Royal Plantation is an all-butler resort, and because it is a small resort, guests staying at Ochi will not be able to go visit Sandals Royal Plantation, so that is going to be a one-way exchange privilege at the moment. This video is about Sandals, but also just quickly mention there is also a Beaches Resort in this area, which is Beaches Ocho Rios. We'll cover that in different videos and also have other videos currently on that resort, but just know that's also in this vicinity. Heading to the other side of the island on the southern tip, we're going to go to Sandals South Coast in White House, Jamaica. This resort is unique for being all beachfront. Yes, that means that all rooms and suites there have some type of beachfront view. however it may be. Now, I do correct myself slightly because in the last year or two, we've actually seen some really great swim-up rendezvous suites, which have been added. So these don't actually have a beachfront view to them like everything else in the resort is, but those are so modern, so amazing, and have some of the most innovative features that I have personally seen. So I think most people can quickly forgive the fact that those don't have a beachfront view to them. When it comes to over-the-water bungalows as well, we do see those here at Sandals South Coast, and those are set in the shape of a gorgeous heart shape for a brand that is where love is all you need, and it's a brand that focuses on couples, paradise, romantic experiences. Well, yes, that heart makes a lot of sense, and looking at those over-the-water bungalows, well, that truly is an over-the-top, state-of-the-art experience. At the time of this video, over-the-water bungalows are only found, yes, at Sandals Royal Caribbean and Sandals South Coast when it comes to Jamaica. This resort has 392 rooms across 50 acres of gorgeous landscape. The Dutch Village at Sandals South Coast was also fairly recently renovated, and the renovations there really brought those rooms to a whole new level of modernity. So in my opinion, now Sandals South Coast is right there with Sandals Montego Bay in terms of the existing resorts that have the most modern features. Of course, the new Sandals Dunes River, the brand new resort there, that outshines all of them obviously, but at a much higher price point and a much newer experience with all of the new innovations. Finally, we head over to Sandals Negril. Sandals Negril is a very unique resort. It's quite small in a sort of way, but it's also a very long resort. This resort focuses on those amazing ocean views. Of course, right there located on this famous 7-mile beach strip there in Negril, Jamaica. At this resort, we do see some innovative features as well. For example, there are 2-story suites there. And though technically a smaller resort, there still are a wide number of culinary experiences with some of the best handcrafted options there as well. For someone who wants a long stretch beach with beautiful sand and good water and a pretty good bet when it comes to things like seaweed, which is always a little bit unpredictable, in my opinion, Sandals Negril is a great choice for that. We also see some brand new Skypool suites at this resort as well. So these Skypool suites, which originally were really just in Barbados and Grenada, now we're seeing these everywhere. And they are gorgeous and they offer amazing views and the pinnacle of luxury. Of course, with this video being focused on Sandals, I'll just do a quick mention that only one property over is going to be Beaches Negril, which is also a great family resort option, which is part of the Sandals Beaches brand. But that, of course, is not just for couples. That is the Beaches Resorts for Everyone concept just right down the road. In terms of driving distance and kind of the transfer times for the different resorts here in Jamaica, well, at Montego Bay, as I mentioned earlier, Sandals Montego Bay is about 5 minutes or so. Sandals Royal Caribbean is usually about 7 to 10 minutes. The Ocho Rios properties typically are about an hour, 40 minutes to 2 hours, somewhere in there, depending on the traffic, time of day, and things like that. And Sandals Negril and Sandals South Coast typically are right around an hour and a half in my experience, although I've actually been to both of those properties and got there much quicker myself. Jamaica recently has improved the road infrastructure, so I would say that any of the routes going to any of these resorts is much more comfortable than it used to be. Some of you who had visited Sandals in previous years in Jamaica and went to one of the further resorts might have experienced some of the more adventurous roads, how shall we say, but now there are some pretty great roads and it's a fairly smooth journey overall to any of those resorts, regardless of where you're headed. What I would like to do as well is invite you to take a little quiz that I've put together, which is a resort personality quiz. So I will put that link in the description below. Also, it'll be in that QR code. And of course, if you reach out to us at hello@reliantdestinations.com, we can send that to you. In this resort personality quiz, it asks you a handful of questions to see which resort is the best for you, kind of which vibe and which style is really going to suit what you're looking for this perfect vacation. Even if you know that Jamaica is already where you want to go for sure, you might take this quiz anyway to see which of the properties in Jamaica are best suited for you. So I recommend having a look at that quiz, kind of seeing which of those properties you match with the best, and then reaching out to us. Again, hello@reliantdestinations.com, and we can help guide you on that journey. As a reminder, our service comes at no cost whatsoever. It's complimentary and fully funded by Sandals on your behalf when you use our services. And we would love to make sure you have the best value, the best experience, and of course that you go into the vacation prepared with the best knowledge possible to maximize that vacation and have a trip with memories to last a lifetime. But for now, I'd ask you to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you're interested in more Sandals and Beaches content. We hope to be of service to you, and most importantly, hope to see you around sometime in tropical paradise, maybe in Jamaica. Take care.